guys. Hot corner, third base. Favorite DFS value, Erik?
Yeah, as I usually do for this question, I took a look at the Rotowire value report. Get that company plug in there. The top value play is actually Sam Hilliard, although I won't recommend him because I recommended Josiah Gray earlier, who he's facing against. But tied for second is Yadiel Hernandez at 2,800, the Nationals outfielder. Nothing too exciting about him, but he's been a league average hitter, which is not bad for a guy debuting in his early 30s after coming over in his late 20s from Cuba. He has exactly a 100 WRC plus this season, hitting 275 with 9 homers in 274 plate appearances. That's 20 homer pace if he had a full 600 plate appearance season. It's not super exciting, but that guy going for less than 3,000 in Coors Field, he normally hits about 5th in the order too. He's facing, and we'll get the platoon advantage against German Marquez, who, given the slate, you might be forced to turn to, but I wouldn't, considering how he's pitched lately. 11 earned runs in just 8 total innings over his last 2 starts, with more walks than strikeouts over that stretch. If you go back over his last 6 starts, it's an ERA north of 7. So I think Hernandez is quite cheap for a guy who's completely fine, and completely fine at Coors Field is exactly where I want to be.
Matt, again, a small slate, so where's the value?
Yeah, I think there's a super contrarian hitter who does have slate-breaking upside, and that's Khris Davis, although I don't know for sure that he'll be in the lineup. And this isn't a guy that we've talked a lot about recently. He's been platooning with Jed Lowry and some other guys that the A's have, some left-handed hitters like Tony Kemp and Seth Brown. But I think both of those guys will be in the starting lineup. Also, Jed Lowry is currently injured. Elvis Andrus is injured. So I think what all of that means is that Khris Davis actually, if he starts, will play the whole game and there won't be a reason to pinch hit for him. So him getting 4 chances at a home run, like that's basically what you're playing for with him, is he hits a home run or 2, because it's strikeout or bust most of the time with either of the Khris Davises, but this one is the only one that's playing right now. I just don't think anyone's going to play him because, like I said, outfielders I think will all skew towards Coors Field. Khris Davis is super cheap at 2,500, but still, because most of the field is playing Chris Flexen, you won't see him in many lineups. So I think there is some upside for him, obviously assuming that he's a starter for tonight.
All right, Paul, value, please.
You know what, when this question comes up, I look for guys who are outperforming their season-long numbers of late, and they have a decent mark against the opposing pitcher. J.P. Crawford fits the bill for me tonight. The M's shortstop comes into the game with a 13 for 44 streak overall, including 5 extra base knocks last week, and he has a 5 for 11 record against A's starter Irvin this season. That's a lot of positive numbers in addition to Irvin's recent struggles that I pointed out earlier. You get that for only $3,900. I'm also hoping to catch lightning in a bottle with Jared Kelenic, who has 4 homers in his last 10 games played. I already covered the struggles of Cole Irvin and with the home run ball, so I'll give Kelenic a play for $3,400.